Alright, so we're working our way down through the coats. You can obviously see there's a bit of a difference here. We're getting down there. I started with, there's still some stuff that needs to be filled in, but I started with 60, which is pretty heavy, but there were some really high points that needed some, and there's still some points in here and here. And up here I still need to get with the 60, but I'm just focusing on the top of the helmet, on this main part, and I'm going to work on these edges here in a sec. But working my way down, 60, then 100, and now I'm doing 150. One thing I found, and again, we're just new to this, but it's not necessarily that has to be the only way to do it, but I'm using 150 and I'm working, because of the nature of the helmet and the kind of various little dents or dribbles or that sort of thing, I'm working in a circular motion across the helmet. When I was working directed, I'm trying to get this stuff, I was working in here in smaller circular motion, trying to spread out so we didn't have any focus or create another groove that we'd have to fill. So working in a circular motion with 150 around the whole part of the helmet without pushing like with any individual finger, more using the whole thing to kind of wear this a little more down, create some more. And then, you know, we created some scratches here with the 60 that we're working down. And my goal is to actually have all of this sort of smooth out to a point where we can't really, there's no definable like serious edges, where it's more just sort of like nice and smooth. We won't have any hard edges, nothing that looks, all this stuff will, if you're not careful, will show up in the paint, all this sort of round from experience. It'll show up in paint, so we want to make sure it's only the part that needs to be filled in remains, and everything else sort of kind of moves away. You can see in that pattern right there, working around in a circle, trying to spread out so we don't end up creating grooves. So that's what we're working on. I think I might need a little more here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do completely. You probably can't see it there, but this is still a little bit down. I'm going to need a little bit in here. The top is not looking too bad. There's a little bit here, but that's just so you can see that edge there. I need to sand this down a little more because it drops off, and then this comes down, sort of like down into a little bit of a ridge there. So that's what we're taking on.